Hi everyone, welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. I am Nicole. I'm so grateful to have you here with me today. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much for all of the love and support. I'm so grateful, so overwhelmed with gratitude. I appreciate all of you, all of your love, likes, subscribing, comments. I really do appreciate it. It really helps the channel to grow. The community is growing, and I'm so grateful to be here to be of service. It's healing for you, healing for me. Thank you all so much. So let's get into it. Today's pick a card is going to be about healing family wounds. Now, we've done videos like this before, but it's always a deeper layer to uncover when you're doing ancestral healing, when you are healing and transmuting that family karma and the karmic debt that your family is carrying, when you are trying to heal that and get more on your journey, be on your path, be in line with your purpose. Okay, so especially with the holiday season coming, when I'm uploading this of course is a timeless reading. However, as I'm uploading, this is November, right? Mid-November. So the holidays will be coming up, and that could be very triggering, being around family members and things like that. So doing this work to help yourself so you're not easily triggered, or of course you may feel triggered. I mean, you may not, but just healing those wounds, okay? So you can continue to move forward in your journey and heal the shadow, the parts of yourself that you may not even know about, or you may have repressed, or you don't remember. So we have pile one. For pile one, this is just a random pull of cards, but we have balance yourself for pile one. Pile two, we have get into nature. And for pile three, we have clear your mind. Okay, timestamps will be linked below. Thank you all so much, and I will see you in your reading. Hi, pile one. Welcome to your reading. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope you are well. I hope your day is going well. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much. So pile one, your card is balance yourself. This says direction, growth, life stages. So the energy that I'm getting is this is a very transformative time for you, pile one. You may be going through a huge transformation, really shedding old skin, really letting go of the old version of yourself. This may seem like this has been a slow process for some of you, but it's actually moving quite quickly. You are shedding those beliefs that had you stuck, those fearful beliefs, those thoughts and thought forms that were negative, full of fear, full of you can't do this or you're not good enough, a low sense of self-worth for some of you, fear of rejection. For some of you, I'm hearing you're also shedding it's almost like for some of you, you're going to be connecting more with your soul family. Okay, I'm getting that energy for some of you, and this is like the stage that you're moving into. But for some of you, I'm getting that the relationship with like your parents or a parent or a sibling or something like that is changing as well. Like the direction is changing. For some of you, you're not going to be around your biological family as much because, it's almost just like those relationships no longer serve you in that way. It's not to say that you will not be with your biological family. You're just not going to see them and talk to them as much. I'm kind of getting that for some of you. It's almost like you're moving in a different direction from where they are. And Spirit is saying, trust this journey, trust this process, trust that this is happening for a reason, and you're going to be connecting more with your soul family, which, it may be some people from your biological family, but for many of you, most of the people in your soul family are not your biological family. These are going to be new people that you're connecting with. For some of you, I'm getting this energy of you're going to be starting your own family traditions, starting your own, for some of you, family, okay? Like creating a new family for yourself. And you're going to have your own traditions, and it's going to be very different from what you grew up with or what you were used to. But Spirit is saying trust this, and trust that this is part of your path. This is what it's supposed to be. You are meant to shed some people from your biological family because those relationships no longer serve you. So this is like a change of direction, and it's a very transformative time, okay? But it's about trusting this and trusting this process. And, you know, for some of you, I'm hearing like you don't talk to your biological family as much as you did. And you may have like moved away from your family recently. Like, you know, you may be living in a different place from your family. And Spirit is saying all of this is a part of your path. It's meant to be. And don't feel guilty. Don't feel away. Don't feel like, you know, like, don't feel bad about it. Don't feel any type of guilt or shame, because I'm picking up some of you may feel, I'm kind of getting this energy for some of you that like you may be a bit more successful than other people in your family, and that's kept you stuck in a way. You would go back to be around family to feel connected and grounded, but it didn't feel genuine. It didn't always feel authentic. And it's almost like this energy of you were forcing it. Spirit is saying you're no longer going to have to be forcing situations. You're no longer in a place where you will be forcing anything. You're going to be authentic, and it's going to be flow. And so if you don't feel like being a part, like if you feel like you have to force being a part of your biological family, Spirit is saying don't force it. It's okay. They'll be okay. Like, you don't have to force yourself to be around to please people, to make people feel good, or any of that. You need to make yourself feel good, okay? So there is like a people-pleasing energy here as well that Spirit wants you to be aware of, and that's part of the thing that needs to be shed. You need to please yourself first. I'm getting this energy that you were definitely more so pleasing a lot of people in your family, doing things, biological family, because like I said, you're going to be coming into a soul family, and your soul family may be like, for some of you, maybe connecting with a partner, and you may have children and or whatever, or friends and stuff like that. You're creating a soul family. You're going to be moving into a soul family, and that's who you're going to begin these traditions with. Okay, now this is again not to say that some people from the biological family won't be a part of that, because that may still be the case. But for the most part, you're going to be shedding a lot of those relationships in your biological family and moving into relationships with your soul family and traditions, building upon that with your soul family. So release the shame and guilt, and release the need to force or people please. Okay, pile one, please. Pile one, Spirit, please. What does pile one? What are the wounds pile one needs to heal? Okay. We have 9 of Earth, and this is 9 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands in reverse. We have Ace of Swords in reverse. We have King of Pentacles in reverse. Two of Pentacles. We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. King of Cups. And 5 of Wands. Okay, let's see, bottom of the deck we have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, So pile one. So the energy that I'm getting here, pile one. So many of you, like I said, even if you don't really feel successful, or maybe, like, I do feel like many of you are successful. For many of you, I feel like you are probably the more successful person in your family. Even if you don't really feel that way, your family sees you as that way, okay? And so they see you as successful. They see you as very abundant. Many of you are independent, okay? I feel, again, this people pleasing and like this need to just like show up, this need to always, be there, be available to everyone. Yeah. And it's like you go back and forth with that a lot. Like, you juggle a lot of that. You juggle like the need to, for example, okay, I'm kind of getting this energy for some of you. You may be in limbo about, because I mentioned the holidays earlier. So you may be in limbo about what you want to do for the holidays. You may have a few invitations to be with different family members or friends or stuff like that. And you may be in this place of like, maybe none of these invitations are really appealing to you. Okay, you may be just kind of in this place where maybe you want to be by yourself, or you want to be with someone else or other people, or whatever the situation may be. But you may be kind of weighing the options like, oh, if I don't show up, what are people going to say? Oh, if I don't see my mom on this holiday, what is my mom going to say? Is my mom going to be hurt? I don't want my mom to be hurt. I'm kind of getting that energy. And Spirit is saying you have to heal that. Just because these people may be in your biological family, and you may have felt this need to be with them, and this need to like, okay, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what society says you're supposed to do. This is what the family expects from you. What does your heart want to do? What do you want to do? What makes Pal One feel good? If Pal One feels good about being with biological family on the holiday, or I'm just again using that as an example here. But what makes Pal One feel good? If Pal One feels good about that, then go with it. But if it's something that's like, or like, I guess, then don't do it. Okay, this is about choosing yourself. This is how you're going to heal the wound. Choosing yourself. Because there's an energy here of sacrificing your needs for others. And this is ancestral. For some of you, I'm hearing it's very strong on the maternal side, the mother side. For some of you, I'm hearing it's not necessarily like it's your mother. I'm hearing the mother, I'm hearing aunts, and I'm also hearing a great-grandmother. For some of you, it's skipped a generation. There's some narcissism going on there. So it may have skipped a generation or so, but it's very prevalent on the mother side to kind of like the mother and a grandfather, I'm hearing. Okay, so it's very strong, and it's something that some of the family members that I'm talking about here literally would sacrifice everything to please others, because this is where they saw their worth. This is where they saw their value. This is where they were able to feel good about themselves by doing so much for everyone else. This is the only time they were able to see some type of worth, some type of value. And it's really sad. I mean, like, I'm almost getting emotional. Like, it's very sad. And this is what the ancestors' spirit is coming through as well, saying this is the wound that needs to be healed. Choose yourself. You may already be in this place where, and I feel for some of you, I'm just kind of just like hearing like, oh, Pal One thinks they're big time, or Pal One thinks they're this, Pal One thinks they're that. These are the things that you're going to have to get out of your mind space as well. You're going to have to, again, let go of what people think, what will people say, how will people act. it's like you're shedding all of that. This is a part of like the growth, right? This is what it is. This is happening. These are you're shedding that part of yourself that would care about what people would say. And this is not just biological family. This could be your friend group. Even though we're talking about family, for some of you I'm hearing your friends are more so like your family anyway. So this could be a friend group that's very close to you. You take what resonates, but you're shedding that part of yourself. You're moving away. And it's like many of you know what you want to do. You know how to follow your heart, but you're still letting those thoughts, those negative thoughts, those, people pleasing, I have to show up, I have to be this, I have to be that. You're still letting that take over. And Spirit is saying it's time to stop that, because guess what? When you do that, you're stunting your growth. Right now, you're growing. Like I said, for some of you, you may feel like this is moving slow. You're not really seeing it. But there's a whole lot happening that you don't realize, that you don't see. There's a big shift here. There's a big level of change and growth here that's happening. And so, yeah, I just heard a motorcycle. It's happening pretty quickly. You may not feel like it is, but it really is, because you're moving. You're starting off here at the 9 of Pentacles and you're moving into the 10 of Pentacles. And look, this is what we were just talking about. We were talking about the holidays, right? This is like a table setup for like a feast. And this is going to be you and whoever you invite to the table. It could be friends. It could be biological family. It could be some different situations here. But you take away you sacrifice your power when you give in to what everyone else wants. For some of you, it's about 5 people, 5 different opinions. And for some of you, like I said, it may be 5 different invitations here that you have, or it's just something going on with 5. And that's also talking about transformation. Some of you, like I said, there's a wound of giving away power, inner strength. And this is the type of wound that's very prevalent here. Stop sacrificing your strength and your inner power for others. Stop feeling like you have to do this and that to please others. Stop putting your value and your sense of worth in others. All of that energy needs to stay within, because like I said, you're sacrificing your worth and your power and who you are, essentially, to give it away to others. And it's not okay. And it's time for that to end. It's time for that phase of your life to end. I feel like many of you have been doing some ancestral healing. Just to be honest, I am getting that energy. But right now, don't go back to the old. Don't go back to the people pleasing. You may have cut back on the people pleasing, but I'm hearing for some of you, these tests are getting ready to come up, and the test is like, we're getting ready to go deeper here. But the test is like, okay, are you going to choose yourself, or are you going to choose others? Are you going to choose what you want? Because the King of Cups is here. You know what you want. You know what you want. This is heart energy. This is heart space energy. You know exactly what you want. But you keep going back to your thoughts. You see, this is in reverse. Ace of Swords here. This is in reverse. You keep going back to those old thoughts that haven't died out. The only way this stuff starts to die out is when you follow what it is you know, what it is your intuition is telling you, what it is you feel feels good to you, what feels authentic, what feels like a flow, what feels right, what feels like this is going to make you happy. Okay, so let's go deeper. We're going to use the Family Feud deck here. Let's go deeper to find out what else you need to heal right now. Okay, we have inappropriate. Emotional abuse. Social media. Family sins. What are you holding on to? Mother wounds. What happened in the basement? Secrets. Stop blaming yourself. You need more than Jesus. What does the energy say? And what happened in the bathroom? Okay. All right. So it's quite a bit of messages here. Okay. So the energy I'm getting here. The energy that I'm getting here, pile one. So some of you are holding on to secrets that are in your family that deal with like the family may consider sins, family sins. These are secrets that no one wants to talk about, secrets that could potentially make people stop talking to each other, okay? And if you are holding on to secrets, Spirit is saying that you can hold on to these secrets, but don't hold on to them as if don't hold yourself accountable to these things, okay? Even if you were involved, Spirit is saying, stop blaming yourself. Stop saying you're the reason for this, or stop saying you caused this, or stop feeling guilty about these things. For some of you, this could be of the abuse nature. I'm hearing sexual abuse and emotional. We see emotional abuse is here as well, but sexual abuse as well. So if you're holding on to these things, stop blaming yourself. Stop putting yourself through the guilt trip. Stop putting yourself through this almost like an addiction to pain. Almost like you feel like this is what you deserve. You deserve to be, ridden with guilt because of this. You deserve to feel this way or continue to people please people in your family because of these secrets and because you feel guilty and because, I feel like for some of you, this is what's keeps connecting you back because you continue to blame yourself. You continue to feel guilty. You continue to feel like, you have this attachment or like you have to show up, you have to do this, you have to do that because you're holding on to these secrets or, you're still holding on to the guilt behind certain things. And for some of you, it's mother wounds here. Maybe your mother was emotionally abused and you saw that growing up and that really, brought a lot of pain to you. It was very upsetting seeing your mother be emotionally abused, okay? For some of you, your mother may have emotionally abused you, okay? And you're holding that pain. You're holding on to that. That was painful for you. And that pain has not gone away. You haven't healed that. You haven't dealt with it. So you're being asked to ask yourself, what are you holding on to? Are you holding on to the pain of emotional abuse? For some of you, maybe you have been emotionally abusive because of seeing things grow up, or if your mother was emotionally abusive to you, or you saw your mother being emotionally abused, maybe you became emotionally abusive and you're blaming yourself for that as well. And so this is what we call that cycle. Right? This is that cycle that, like, if you saw, let's just say you saw your mother being emotionally abused or your mother emotionally abused you, and then you turn into someone who became emotionally abusive to others. It's a cycle. It doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that you get a pass for doing what you did, but it happens. This is what you were taught. This is what you saw. This is what you felt. You didn't see any other examples. You didn't know the other side. You didn't know what was different. You knew it wasn't right, but you didn't know the right way to go. So this is how you start to release yourself of these things and stop blaming yourself. Because this really is something that I feel for many of you is still part of that shedding process that you're doing. You're trying to shed these things. For some of you, there are some secrets that either happened in the basement or in the bathroom, and it was inappropriate. So again, I was feeling a sexual abuse energy. So it may be, you know, for some of you, you may be holding on to some type of sexual abuse, and that's something that you're shedding as well. So ask yourself, are you holding on to that? And, you know, I want to say this, if you have dealt with sexual abuse or emotional abuse, and you feel like, you know, you've been healing it, and you know, you may be feeling like, well, damn, I thought I dealt with that. So I just want to say this, like, whenever we do healing, it's always like deeper to go. I know it's like, damn, well, this sucks. I'm going to be healing forever. I mean, we're always healing, but it's not going to hurt. Like, you're going to, like, things like that, like, because especially, like, let's just say it was sexual abuse, and let's just say it was more than one time, you know, it's almost like you're going to be healing all of those parts, okay? So continue to heal it, and continue to stop blaming yourself, and continue to love yourself and be gentle with yourself. And it's only what you make it. If you tell yourself that this is going to take forever to heal, it will take forever to heal. If you just have an open mind and just go for it and just do it, that's when you start to realize that, I mean, yeah, it is painful to open up the wound, because you're opening up a wound, right? Just think of it like if you cut yourself and it pretty much healed, and you have to open it back up to get the rest of the infection out. Yeah, it's going to hurt, but it's going to heal. It's not going to hurt forever. So these secrets, maybe that happen in the bathroom or in the basement, maybe it's repressed memories, maybe it's something that you really just don't remember, but it's something that needs to be healed. Okay, and what does the energy say in social media here? So I feel like this, what does the energy say? This is, again, talking about how does it feel when you consider going into this people-pleasing mode, okay? Or what does the energy say? What is it that you want to do? What is it that feels good to pile on? You know, if you don't want to be around certain people, don't force it. When you force it, that's when it does not feel good. But when you flow, like, you know what, yeah, okay, it does feel good to be around these people today. I'm going to just go for it and do it. What does the energy say? Be honest with yourself. And there's something going on with social media for some of you. There may be some drama happening with the family, or maybe just like some slick remarks, or like little subtle shots I'm hearing. So just be aware of that. Don't, you know, don't fall into it too much. Just, you know, be aware that there may just be some shade thrown on social media. And that's, you know, again, this is for yourself. Show up for yourself. This is about you, okay? Not about anyone else. Okay, so let's go deeper. Let's give some more messages. What else do we need to know for pile 1? We have join in. We have parental care. You are stronger than you know. And then we have volunteer. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple of these cards. Pile 1. Let's see how this messages here. Oh, it's my machine, ice machine. Okay, heals the family. 3 children. I don't know. We'll see how this all works out. Talk to your ancestors. Self-sabotage, stop it. Okay, soulmate. Abuse of power. And creative no limits. Oh, these want to come out too. Okay. Third eye chakra. Astrology. I'm laughing because I'm like, okay. Expansion, growth, I'm going to have to zoom out, guys. Hold on. High vibes only and twin flame. Okay, let's see here. Let me see. Okay, so part one, messages here. Let's start up here. Hold on. Let me do this one at a time. This looks a mess. I don't like the way this looks. Okay, let's start here before we get these other cards. So, parental care, let's start with that. For some of you, you may be like taking care of your parents or parent right now. But this is also telling me that it's time to nurture yourself. You may not have received that type of nurturing from your parents or parent, and for whatever the situation was, and it's time to nurture you. It's time for you to nurture yourself and your inner child. That's what's most important right now. Really nurturing yourself, giving yourself that TLC, that tender love and care, really showing up for yourself. What does that look like? That means doing what you want, following your heart, following your intuition, not worrying about what people are going to say. When we start getting into this place of living in our authenticity, we have to accept that we're not going to be able to please everyone, because we are not meant to please everyone. We are meant to please, for one, the higher power, okay? And number two, to please ourselves. So with this situation, you're going to have to nurture yourself and give yourself what you want. With this this is joining in with life. Join in, have fun again. Have some fun. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Do something fun. Do something for yourself. Do something that you would really enjoy. We have volunteer here. For some of you, I'm hearing that you've been told that you need to volunteer or do something to give your time, to give your energy. So do something where you can be of service. Do something to help others. Do something to really, again, use your time and energy. It's not just about resources all the time. Resources are great too, but do something where you can be hands-on and you can be involved in something. It's going to really help you with your healing and your growth. You are stronger than you know. You are being reminded again, you are stronger than you know. You are stronger than you even give yourself credit for. You are powerful. You are amazing. You are, you have such a lovely spirit and energy, Pile One. So it's about showing up for you and knowing your strength and not giving your strength away. When you do things that, doesn't feel good, or you feel like you're just doing it to help this person, or really what it is pleasing this person, you're giving away your power and you're giving away your strength. Take your power back, okay? All right, so let's get these other cards that were out. Let's dive into that. Okay, so, sorry, y'all. So here, what I'm seeing, high vibes only. Let's start there. Right now, this is a time, this needs to be like your mantra. Your mantra needs to be high vibes only, high vibrations only, meaning no more limits. No more limits to what you can do, no more limits to what you can create, no more sacrificing your time, sacrificing your energy, sacrificing your power. Okay, this is a time for you to really tap into your power and recognize that you are stronger than you give yourself credit for. You're stronger than you know. Your ancestors want to talk to you. They're coming through saying, come talk to us. We want to talk to you. Find a way to connect with your ancestors. Maybe you have an altar. Maybe you like to talk to your ancestors during a spiritual bath, or maybe when you're getting grounded, meditating, or taking some quiet time to reflect, or exercise, or going outside for a walk. I don't know, but take some time to connect with your ancestors. You are here to heal the family. And guess what? When you take back your power, when you stand in your power, you do things for you. You choose yourself. You choose what you want. That is healing the family. You are healing the wound. When going back to that energy of people in your family who They would people please and they would do things for others in order to feel valuable, in order to feel worthy. That's you healing that. You are healing that ancestral trauma surrounding that by, again, taking back your power, loving yourself first. And this is not to say you need to be nasty about it, mean about it, none of that. No. You're choosing high vibes. You're choosing that high vibration, but you're choosing yourself in the process. Okay? Right now, this is a time you're moving into an expansive time. You're growing. Again, this is like energetically, with your healing, your spirituality, your soul is growing, but also the material world is growing too. Okay? You're growing in all different ways. For some of you, you are self-sabotaging. It could be with a twin flame or soulmate. You take what resonates, okay? Because this soulmate twin flame did come out. But there is some type of self-sabotage going on. And I feel that that's with like those fearful thoughts and like the negative thoughts. You're telling yourself all kinds of stories that are not even true. And could be why your ancestors are saying, talk to us. Because sometimes when we get in like that place of fear, we start telling ourselves stories. And it's like our mind starts believing it. And it just goes around and around and around and around. Because we're overthinking. And we're not choosing high vibes, a high vibration. We're not choosing love. We're not choosing our heart. We're not choosing to be in that energy. Okay? There is an abuse of power, and I feel like this is ancestral for many of you. There's been an abuse of power. Your family has abused power. It could be surrounding children, taking advantage of children, mistreating children, abusing children. Okay, so that's something ancestral within your family. Your family has a strong gift, and you could have this as well with the third eye chakra. Your family is very gifted with that. I'm hearing for many of you is your father and grandfather and a sibling, your sibling or siblings. Okay, but very strong third eye chakra. Astrology, for many of you, you have gifts with astrology, or you are very interested in astrology, or for some of you, I'm hearing you've been seeing signs about astrology, or like books on astrology or podcasts on astrology, and Spirit is saying start diving into that, because that's going to help you learn more about yourself and learn how creative you are and what you can do with that. Okay, so let's get your oracles out. Remember, high vibes only. Choose love. Get into your heart space. Choose yourself. Nurture yourself right now. That's going to be very important. Okay, let's get your oracles. So we have easy does it. Quiet time. Sorceress. Embrace the energy of peace. See your seeds grow. Honor your inner knowing. Okay, back to basics. Be an open channel. Okay, pile one more. Pile one. We have move your body. Okay. So this says dance, breathe, flow. So this is going back to, again, flow. Being in this energy of flow. And we have that here. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Don't force yourself to do anything. Flow. Whatever you are told in that moment, go with it. Okay? There's no need to rush, hurry, force anything. When you really start being in your authentic energy, you start to say to yourself, I'm not going to force anything. Dancing is going to be really helpful. Dancing. And for some of you, you need to connect with water. Okay? Connect with water with that. But start opening up yourself to being in a flow energy. Again, be an open channel. Many of you have mediumship abilities. The ancestors really want to connect with you. Take some time to spend some time with your ancestors. Give them an offering and spend some time with them. And again, some of you may be like, oh, I'm so busy. When I have a minute to sit down, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. It doesn't take long. Think about how much your ancestors show up for you. Give them 15 minutes. I mean, you don't have to time it, but it doesn't take long. That's the point I'm trying to make, and you can connect with them whenever. Okay? But take some time to connect because they want to talk to you and they want to give you some messages. For many of you, it's time to go back to the basics. Simplify, reduce, center. So simplify your life, simplify your schedule, simplify. I'm hearing for some of you there's like clutter. Maybe you need to get rid of some things in your home, clear some things out, go back to basics. Start opening yourself up to a more simpler lifestyle of high vibrations, right? High vibes only. You may need to, again, do some cleaning, do some decluttering, maybe declutter some people out of your life, simplify some of these relationships that you have. That's not going to apply for everyone, but if it resonates, that message is for you. So you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. And we see here, see your seeds grow. So again, that's that growth, that's that expansion. I feel like that's in the material world. Things are expanding and growing, and you're getting ready to see how the seeds that you've been planting are going to grow. You're getting ready to come into a harvest. Okay? You're getting ready to spring forward, and it's getting ready to be beautiful. Take some quiet time alone to get rest, meditate, and contemplate. This is for you to get more in touch with your intuition and to talk to your ancestors. Your ancestors want you to take some quiet time to talk to them. Okay? Maybe if you verbally ask, in a quiet place, ancestors, I'm ready to talk to you. Please talk to me. And just close your eyes and just listen to what you hear and trust your inner knowing. Honor your inner knowing. When those messages come through, you have to trust it and honor it. And if you're told to do certain things, you need to trust it and do it. I'm going to give this story real quick. So I use the brand. What brand is it? It's called Honey Pot. Okay, and it's this black lady that started it, and it's a feminine product brand. And so she said that she was having issues with her own womb health and all of that. And so she talked to her ancestors, or her ancestors talked to her through a dream and told her to create these products. And she did it. And now it's a very successful brand. I mean, it's being sold in all kinds of stores. A lot of people are buying these products. This is what I'm saying. The ancestors want to talk to you. They may be here to give you creative ideas or give you things to help yourself to expand and grow further. But you have to take the time to put this time aside to go do this, to go connect, to get the messages. So I really hope that helps. Pile 1, remember, high vibes only. Don't force, just flow. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. And again, I have to show you this. What does the energy say? Keep this in mind. Nurture yourself. Love yourself right now. You are growing and expanding. So just trust, have the faith, and just allow this process to happen. Flow with this process. Please like the video. Please subscribe. Join the capital LOVE tribe. Please comment below. Let me know how this resonated. Thank you all so much, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. I hope you all are well. I hope your day is going well. Okay, so let's get to it, Pal 2. Get into nature. Coexistence. Gather. Limit waste. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting here is you need to get grounded. Because when you get into nature, it grounds you. It grounds you. It's a way to get inspired. It's a way to connect. It's a way to connect to living things and to see how the universe and how all things on this beautiful planet, on planet Earth, how all things work together. And it's about you also coexisting with everything else in the world on Earth, right? It's also this energy of gathering different things, different tools, different ways, different methods, different ways of being, different ideologies, okay? And with this limit waste, so I'm getting this energy of there could be a wasteful energy right now. There could be like you overusing or taking in too much. There's like an imbalance for some of you. It's like you're using too much, or you're overusing, or you're not respecting the things you have, or it's almost like it could be like a greed energy. This could be coming up too within your wounding of your family. Okay. For some of you, you may be afraid to be around your family right now. You may be afraid to coexist with your family, or you may not feel like you're able to coexist with them. It could be a fear around that, or you may just feel like you're just really not aligned with your family right now. It's a bit difficult to really be around them. And for some of you, you are meant to gather some information and knowledge from your family, from certain family members that's going to help you with your healing. It's not for everyone. But for some of you, I'm hearing you need to talk to a grandparent and ask some questions. And you would be surprised how much this grandparent or an aunt or uncle can help you on your journey right now, can help you with the information that you need to know to connect with your family history, to connect with your roots. They're not going to be able to tell you everything, but they're going to be able to tell you some things that will make a lot of sense. And whatever they tell you will help you to move forward, like in knowing the path that you need to take moving forward. Okay. So for some of you, you need to gather some information. Okay. Talk about, ask questions and gather some ideas and, put together some things. I'm hearing. Get a journal. For some of you, if you don't have a journal, you need to start journaling questions, journaling thoughts, journaling ideas. Okay, let's see. Pile 2. What do you need to heal? Heal family wounds. What's going on? Pile 2. And I hope you are well, Pile 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so half the deck fell, so some of you may be experiencing some anxiety right now. Page of Water. You may be feeling anxious, nervous, or having some anxiety. So if you are, that's another reason why you're being asked to get into nature, because nature and getting grounded can help with anxiety a lot, because you're being in the moment, you're being present in nature, you're being present in the moment. Anxiety a lot of times can come from overthinking, overanalyzing, and thinking about so many different things, or fearful thoughts and things like that. But when you're present and in the moment, you're not thinking about all of those things. Okay, we have 5 of Water, 5 of Cups. We have King of Cups in reverse. 6 of Pentacles. Nine of Wands in reverse. We have Knight of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Pentacles. And 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. And then we have King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Pile 2. So some of the wounding here is definitely around scarcity. there is this fear of, there's a fear of money, there's a fear of spending money, there's a fear of, if you spend money, will you have enough? And and I'm not trying to say, because I am getting this energy that some of you may, you may have been in this place where you were spending a lot of money and you're trying to learn how to be more conservative with your money. Like I was saying, I was getting like, it could be like an ancestral wound around greed or excess for some of you. For some of you, I'm feeling both. It's scarcity and excess. Okay, it's ancestral wounding around both. So if, let's talk about the excess part first. So with the wounding around spending too much, you're going to have to start tapping into your intuition and your heart space. Don't just react quickly, because some of you have like this, you can react so quickly, or you could be impulsive, or you can just make decisions really on a whim when it comes to certain things around money. And it could be because you didn't have a lot of money growing up, or there were restrictions around money for a while for you. And then when you have more opportunities with your money now, you may have been a bit foolish with your spending. And so this is something that you're healing. But you're going to have to trust your abundance. But also, again, tap into your heart space and your intuition. Your intuition is not going to tell you to spend money all the time. You're going to have to figure out, what does your intuition, does it talk to you? Do you feel it? Do you, just know? Does your body get hot? Does it get cold? Does it get tangly? Like, you're going to have to really tap into your intuition when it comes to decisions around money. And you're going to have to follow your inner guidance. And that's something that's a wound in your family. People in your family have not done that. They've done things impulsively. For some of you may have grown up with a father that was not responsible with money. I'm hearing for some of you, it was like a father who pretty much like, what do I want to say, was responsible for like the finances, and maybe they were not fiscally responsible. They could have been just very, again, like impulsive when it came to money, or just, they were in charge of the money, but they did not do a great job with handling the money. Maybe they were not the best at even paying bills on time, or they just, I'm getting like this energy, they weren't always responsible with money. So you are healing that wound, okay? You're knowing when to spend and when not to spend. But we did have there on that card, limit waste. So, for some of you, there's a scarcity thing too. So you may feel like, because maybe you have situations where you did not have enough, when you were able to get money, maybe you overconsumed. Maybe you buy extra. Maybe you buy too much. Let's just say, I don't know, this is popping in my head right now, detergent. You may have like 4 different detergents in your house right now, or your home. And so Spirit is saying, like, do you need 4 different bottles of detergent? Like, start thinking about these things. What is it that you need? Do you have to have so many of this? Do you have to have so many of that? Limit waste. There's always, stop thinking in terms of there will never be enough. That's not true. That's scarcity. So you resonate, you're going to have to ask yourself what resonates for you. But for some of you, both of these scenarios may resonate. And this is what you're healing. And it's about following your intuition and also trusting in your abundance. But for some of you, when you start limiting your spending, you're going to see that you're going to be even more abundant. Some of you may be foolish spenders. Again, you may just spend, without even thinking. And then, then you go to the other side where you're like, oh, I can't spend any money because I overdid it last month. And now you're just like not spending anything. So it's about balancing that. balancing that and finding the balance, because there is no balance, but you're going to have to start following your intuition. You're going to have to start, like, say for example, if you're in like, okay, I'm not spending money this week, okay, that's fine, but then something happens where, let's just say you see a shirt in a store that you're really drawn to and that you really like, you're excited, you love the shirt, you know, your heart is like, ooh, I really like this. I think I need to get it. But then you say to yourself, well, I remember you said you're not spending money this week. But if you feel very strongly like, it's okay, I really want to get this shirt. Like, I don't feel like I'm being wasteful. I really feel like, yeah, I want to buy this shirt. Trust that and make the purchase. Don't just make the purchase because, you know, trust your inner guidance, okay? And trust that if you do make that purchase, that guess what? You're abundant and somehow, some way, you'll be fine. You're going to be great, okay? Because you are abundant. So this is what you're healing. But Spirit is saying for many of you, stop being wasteful. Stop over purchasing when it comes to food. Some of you are like overbuying food, I'm hearing. Like your pantry or your cabinets, they're completely stocked with a lot of food that you're not even using because you feel maybe, again, you grew up, maybe you didn't have a lot of food in the home growing up. So now you feel like you have to have all of this food. You know, you want to make sure you have all of this food, and you may end up wasting it, like throwing it away because it's expiring before you're even able to use it. So you're really being pointed to really pay attention to your spending and pay attention to how you're spending money. And are you following your intuition when you are spending your money? Or are you just on a whim and being impulsive? Okay? For some of you, I'm hearing, stop blaming your inner child for all of these purchases. Stop saying to yourself, oh, my inner child wants this. Or, oh, I need to get this because, you know, I didn't have this growing up. So my inner child, yes, this is healing for my inner child. Don't do that. Spirit is saying that, you know, enough with it. Okay, that's what I just heard. Like, enough with that. Don't keep pulling that excuse every single time. You need to be more fiscally aware. Okay, it's like fiscal responsibility here, financially responsible. Some of you, I'm hearing you're afraid to even look at your bank account. Like, you're afraid to look at like your account activity with your bank. And I'm going to say, like, I've been there. Like, I mean, that's real. Like, that bank account anxiety stuff is real. Okay, I was actually talking to someone about that not that long ago. And it is real. And it's because you're afraid of, like, oh my God, if I only see this amount of money, like, am I okay? And so Spirit is saying, really evaluate your, it's like your relationship when it comes with money. Okay, how the money is flowing. Okay, money is big for this pile because it's about, again, the overbuying, over purchasing, and the scarcity. So if you are afraid, like some of you aren't looking at your account unless you know it's payday, or some of you are, again, afraid to look at, you look at like, wow, you know, oh, I made all these purchases. Ooh, this is a lot. And then it's like, you don't look at your account again, but you're still making a lot of purchases. So it's about being intentional and really being more financially responsible. And again, I'm hearing for many of you, it was a father figure, or it could have been a mother, but it was someone who you saw that was not really responsible with money. And this is very ancestral. This is an ancestral karmic debt that you're going to be clearing and you're going to be really working through. And Spirit is saying you are abundant. So don't believe that you are not, but you're going to have to, you know, really, because you are abundant. You are the King of Wands, regardless of gender here. You are very abundant, but you're going to have to be more present and intentional. Don't be blinded by illusions. And you know, when you really look at your account and see your spending, be honest with yourself and say, hey, okay, I am spending too much. I am spending too much on this. I am spending too much on that. For some of you, you need to really look through your account, like look at like your purchases for like the things coming out every month, like monthly subscriptions. For some of you, I'm hearing you need to cancel some of them because you're not even using it. Okay, so let's dig deeper. Let's find out what else you need to know about family wounds right now. All right, we have where is the love? Fake smiles. Stop. You are not supposed to know. What words play in your head when you think of family? Family vacation. Misuse of spiritual power. The Bible said, time to cut them off. Secret affairs. The answer is in the family house, closet, shoebox, freezer, or attic. Father. And then we have karma. Okay. All right. So, okay, this just really got heavy. Ooh, I don't know. Something right here. Okay, so this is what I was saying for some of you. It is the father. There is some wounding here with your relationship with your father. I'm feeling very strongly here. For some of you, there are answers in a shoebox or closet or in the attic or something like that. It's not for all, but that is for a very specific group of people. But where is the love? Now, you may be feeling like your father doesn't love you, or you may be feeling like your father does not give you the love that you deserve. And so Spirit is saying, Spirit is coming through saying, you're going to have to love yourself more. And you're going to have to tell yourself, you're going to have to forgive yourself. Forgive your father and forgive yourself. Your father, for many of you, I'm hearing this father, this father doesn't really know how to love, okay? This father does not know how to give and receive love. This father was abused. And again, I'm not making any excuses. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. This father was abused. This father came into this world with a lot of karmic debt, okay? There was a lot of karmic debt that was created 4 generations before your father, okay? And there was a lot around abuse of power, and there was a lot around abusing, again, misuse of power. I forgot that card had even come out. So there was a lot around abuse of power and misuse of power, misuse of spiritual gifts, misuse. I'm hearing around the church for some of you. There may, on your father's side or your father, there could have been someone that was a pastor or a minister or something like that. So your father came into this physical reality with a lot of debt. And your father came in also, for some of you, your father, and I'm really not trying to get too dark with this, but this is coming through, so I have to give this message. You take what resonates. This is not going to resonate for everyone. I just want to make that clear. For some of you, your father, traveled somewhere. Shit, this must be really true, too. The background noise. This is heavy. Your father traveled somewhere. I'm hearing Trinidad, Africa, Haiti for some of you. Your father traveled somewhere years ago and did some type of ritual ceremony and basically sacrificed their soul, or they did some type of, they were trying to clear family karma or family debt, and basically they ended up trying to explain this, y'all. Hold on. Wow, this is deep. Okay. Let me regroup. God, I'm about to sweat. Okay. Oh, wow, too. Oh my God, this is really heavy. For some of you, your father went on foreign travel. Okay. Again, this is not for everyone. Your father went on some type of foreign travel. Your father connected with some people that told they were like medicine people, quote unquote, shamanic healers, quote unquote. They really weren't, but this is what they told your father. This is what your father believed them to be. And your father went under to do some type of ritual, some type of healing ceremony, because your father knew from a young age that something was wrong with him. This is what your father told himself, okay? That something was wrong with him. He had issues, he had problems, there was darkness there that he did not understand. When he went on this foreign travel, he connected with some people who were quote unquote healers. Again, they really weren't, but this is what they told him. Your father went under some ritual, some ceremony, and basically they took your father's soul. Like basically your father sacrificed who he was in this. They basically took your father's power. They saw your father as being very powerful. Your father is very powerful, by the way, Pal, too. I don't know if you know this. Your father is extremely powerful. And this is where some of the wounding comes from. The paternal side of your family, your father's side, is very spiritually gifted and powerful. This is where all of this karmic debt was created around these powers because they were abused. So these people who were what I call charlatans, they were perpetrating to be healers, perpetrating to help others, but they weren't. And they knew that your father was powerful. So basically, they took his soul. And when I say soul, I mean like his light, his divinity, the light that was there. Your father felt like he was very dark, but that was not true. He actually just needed to be guided in the right direction. And so they took that. They basically this is so heavy, y'all. I'm sorry, I don't want this to be triggering, but I have to tell you what's coming down. It's basically like they took the good and then they put darkness in him. So your father may have like a lot of health problems right now. Your father may he definitely suffers from low sense of self-worth, but I'm getting like he has like a lot of chronic issues. He's had chronic illnesses for years. And this is because of this ritual that he did way back. For some of you, I'm feeling like this was in his 20s or 30s. For some of you, your father could have been like 18. He was young. And he has not been the same since. He's been completely compromised with darkness. And so your father has operated in a very low vibration since then. Almost like, he may have come back and family members may have been like, who are you? You're not even the same person we knew. For some of you, I'm hearing your father changed, his name or his identity after this. He completely became a different person. People, so it's almost like the people that knew him back then, they're like, who the hell is this person now when he came back? And this was after this ritual. For many of you, your father never told anyone about this because it's almost like your father doesn't totally remember. Like your father does remember, but he doesn't. Again, this is not for everyone. Please take what resonates. I know that was a heavy ass story. It was heavy as hell for me. If you could only see what I just saw. Oh my God. But, shit, I don't even know where I was. I don't even know where I was going with all of this. Let me get back here. Wow. Whew. This is heavy. This is a lot. It's a lot here. Look, karma around your father. This is a lot. It's a lot here. Your father has been completely infiltrated with darkness for some of you. And this is why they've treated you like the way that they have, why nothing may be ever good enough, why they have chronic illnesses. They're never happy. They're never satisfied. Something's always wrong. They don't look joyful. They've never really looked joyful. They have a very stoic, angry face. Some people, you may even say, why do you always have like a stank face, or why do you never look happy? Nothing's ever good enough for you. Like I said, this happened on foreign travel. Okay, I'm not picking up that this happened where your family is from. I'm getting that your father traveled somewhere and this happened. This did not happen where they're from. Okay, foreign travel. And they've never been the same. They've been completely compromised. And a lot of their actions are dark. And a lot of the things that they just operate in a very low vibration. They have not, this has completely changed everything. Your father's entire course of their life. Wow. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I had to take a break. I had to sage and get back centered. That was really heavy. And listen, like I completely, because I was so tapped in here, and I don't even want to go back, but I'm realizing this now. Look, stop. You are not supposed to know. So this is something that no one knew, and probably for many of you, your father may not even remember this. It's almost like I'm getting this energy. I mean, they're not a zombie, but it's just very low vibrational. And you may feel like you never really felt the love. Or you just have not really been connected with your father. I'm sending you so much love because I know that that's not easy. Goodness, I'm so sorry, Pal 2, for those that resonated with. Okay, let's get back to this. I had to sage and clear because that was really dark. Then I want you to know that does not mean you are compromised. Let me just clarify that because I don't want you to feel like, oh, that was resonating for you. I don't want you to feel like you are compromised. I'm not getting that energy. I'm not getting that anyone was compromised because of that. Your father was, but no one else. You just are carrying that karma. You're carrying some debt from your father's side of the family. But what your father did it had no bearing on you. So I just want to make that clear because I don't want anyone to think that you're dark because of that or you are having issues because of what your father did with that ritual. Okay? And to be fair, your father was doing that to try to help himself. He wasn't doing it to make himself in a worse position. It was in an attempt to help, to heal, to become better. Okay? It was not to, your father didn't know. Your father didn't know that those people were masquerading. Your father thought that it was legitimate, that it was going to help him become a better person. Okay? So I just want to make that clear. So for some of you, it's time to cut someone off, okay? And it could be, you may be having a secret affair with someone, or it just could be, it doesn't have to be, this is not for everyone. But I am also getting that there was a secret affair. For some of you, your father had a secret affair, and it was like a secret love child. Okay, and then I'm getting that energy. But it's time to cut someone off. And if whoever it is that's popping in your mind, Spirit says you know who it is. And for some of you, it's more than one person. So the people that are coming into your mind right now, it's time to cut them off. Okay? Ask yourself what words play in your head when you think of family. When you think about family, when you say the word family, you may want to journal this. You may want to write this down. Write family at the top of the page and then write down what do you feel? What do you think about when you see that word, when you think of that word? What do you feel? What does it make you think about? Family vacation, there may have been some, this is heavy, gosh. There may be some repressed memories on a family vacation trip for some of you. Family vacations may have been very difficult. If if that happened, it may have been very challenging. Your father may have caused things to be very challenging on a family trip. It may have been, for some of you, I'm hearing it felt like hell. It just was not enjoyable. So there needs to be some healing done around that and how that made you feel. Fake smiles, you may be, for some of you, I'm hearing you have some fake people around you. Fake people who, again, that where's the love? They're acting like they love you, but they really don't. Okay? They perpetrate as if they love you. They perpetrate as if they have your back, but they really don't. They're really just smiling in your face, but it's fake. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Let's move forward because that was. I'm still trying to recollect, guys. I don't know. That really that shit took me out for a second. Okay, so let's get some more messages here. What else do you need to know for your healing right now? The family healing. Okay, leaving. Forgiveness. Welcome the new. Emotions. Okay, all right. Then the bottom of the deck, be true to you. So how to here, it's time for you to be true to yourself. It's time for you to trust yourself and be authentic and true to yourself. What is it that you want? What is it that you want out of life? It's time to forgive. For many of you, you need to forgive your father. You need to forgive your father. You may be blaming your father for a lot of the situations in your life, for why things didn't happen a certain way. It's time for you to see things from a higher perspective and forgive. Forgive and know that, there's just been a lot of darkness around your father. Again, I'm not excusing any behavior here. I'm not excusing any of that. But what I'm saying is you are being asked to see things from a higher perspective and to forgive. Forgive yourself and forgive your father. And when you do that, you're going to leave behind things that no longer serve you. For some of you, you are leaving people behind. You're leaving people behind and you're welcoming in the new. You're welcoming in the new energy. In order to welcome in the new, you have to leave some things behind. And that's going to take forgiveness. But forgive yourself first and be true to yourself. Be true to what it is you want. Be true to what it is that you feel like your heart wants, that you're passionate about. Be true to that. Don't just think that, and that's again getting in touch with your heart space, and your intuition. Okay? All right, so let's get some more messages out before we get to your oracles. What else do you need to know? What's coming through from your ancestors? Okay. We have lightworker, claircognizance, clear knowing, right ideas, visualize, manifest. More spiritual gifts. Okay, let's get a couple more. How to choose. Alright, how to. I have one card that flew out. I have to get that. Okay. Okay, self-sabotage. Stop it. And then we have soul family and integrate, activate. Okay, so let me get a couple more because Pile 1 had a lot. So let's just get a couple more. Heals the family. Okay. Ancestors leading the way. And then we have medicine man, medicine woman, many careers, And we also have one more. We have divine timing. Okay, so how to, right now, the ancestors are leading the way. The ancestors are showing you the way to go, showing you what you need to know, showing you your next steps. Many of you, you are a light worker, okay? You help bring in the light to the collective. You help to plant the seed of light, anchor that light into the earth's grid to create more love and harmony on earth. That is part of your gift. You have medicine man, medicine woman type healing powers, okay? And you have that clear knowing, that clear cognizance. You just know. So you have a strong level of intuition. It's just about you trusting it and really tapping into it. The more you do that, the more spiritual gifts you will get, okay? Because the ancestors are ready to gift you with more spiritual gifts, because these gifts are going to be used to heal the family. You have been chosen to heal your family. You have been chosen to clear this karma. You have been chosen to do this work. So they will support you. That's why the ancestors are leading the way. They will support you in this healing, but it's about you trusting yourself, trusting your knowing, trusting your inner guidance, and tapping into your powers, the medicine man, medicine woman healing abilities, acting as a light worker, becoming that light worker that you are, that you naturally are. Write down your ideas, visualize, manifest. Start keeping a journal with you. Start having a journal with you and just writing down your ideas. The more you write, you visualize it, they will manifest. Okay? It will manifest in divine timing, but you have to trust that. You have to trust that everything is going to connect in divine timing. And divine timing doesn't always have to mean that it's going to take super long. Okay? It's just imperfect, God's perfect, or the higher power's perfect timing, divine timing. So you're just going to have to just do your part, write the ideas down, visualize, let them manifest. Right now, many of you are going to have many careers. You're not just going to have one career, you're going to have more than one. Okay, and that's about writing things down and really tapping into your spiritual gifts and knowing, again, you are supported by the ancestors for this journey. You will be connecting with your soul family. Okay, so you're going to be connected with people that may not be in your biological family, but they're going to be in your soul family. So you're going to have that soul connection with them, and that's deeper and strong, and it's going to be like, oh, I've known you forever, but you may have just met this person, or you may have just met these people. Okay, integrate and activate. So if you're doing this healing work, you're taking it all in, now it's time to integrate it and activate it. Integrate what you've learned, integrate what you know, integrate this into your body and into your life and activate it. Start acting upon the things that you're told to do and what you have learned. Okay? Don't just sit on those things and just let it just, like, you learn all this stuff, but you're not applying it. It's time to integrate and activate it. And stop self-sabotaging. If you have been self-sabotaging, you've been having self-sabotaging thoughts, a lot of thoughts around negativity and fear, the ancestors are saying stop it. Stop self-sabotaging. It's not serving you. It's not helping you. It's not helping you to move forward on your journey. So please stop doing that. All right, let's get your oracles out. Let's see what you need to know for your healing. Okay, we have leap of faith. Take a risk and put your heart's desire, true desire, into action. Peace. There is no need to worry. Everything is working out beautifully. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? Okay, then we have seer. See beyond the current situation. Enjoy success and happiness. Set your sights higher. Spirit guides. Insight, guidance, purpose. Treat your body well. Exercise, meditate, massage. Teach and share. Instill, instruct, educate. Okay, how to. So it's time to All right, let's start here with divine passion. So it's time to really be honest about what is your heart's true desire. I feel for some of you, it's like you may have an idea, but you may not really know. Okay, so it's time to take that time to really ask yourself. And again, journaling is very important here. Okay, so journaling will be very important because there's some things that you may not, when you write it down, it may come out clearer. You may have a lot of ideas and thoughts in your head, and you may have a hard time tapping into your heart space. And so when you just automatically write, when you don't think about it, when you just let your hand just go, that's your heart coming out, right? That's your intuition. That's what you feel in your heart. That's your passion. That's your desire. So maybe if you ask yourself this question, what is your true heart's desire? Maybe if you write that down, that will help you get clarity on what it is you really want. And so peace is coming through as well, because we have here, there's no need to worry. So that was that anxiety feeling I was feeling before. Everything is working out beautifully. This is just a reminder again, everything is working out how it should. There's no need to worry. Focus on peace. Focus on your inner peace. Focus on harmony. Don't worry about fear, anxiety, those things, the negative thoughts. There's no need to worry. Take a leap of faith, take a risk, and put your heart's true desire into action. And it's almost like I don't pay attention when I put these cards down, but if you see here, it's like, okay, be honest with yourself. What is it you really want? What is your true desire? Once you do that, okay, now, don't worry about it. Let it go. You just don't worry about it. Just know everything's going to work out beautifully. There's no need to worry. And then take a risk. It's kind of like an order here. So that's, taking that risk when you are told to do something, when your intuition tells you to do whatever it is you need to do. You may be fearful of it, but you have to take the leap of faith and trust that you're protected, you are safe, and everything is working out the way it should for your highest good. And there's no need to be fearful. But you are being asked to set your sights higher. Whatever it is that you have set for yourself, or the sights that you're trying to attain, go even higher. Go greater. The sky, keep going. Don't limit yourself. There's no limits here. See beyond the current situation. So some of you may be in a current situation where you feel blinded, or you really can't see what's going on. You're trying to figure out what's going on, but you really don't know. So you're being asked to see beyond it. Okay, trust the journey, trust the process, trust what's happening, but you don't need to worry. Don't get anxious about it. Don't worry about it. And enjoy success and happiness. It's time for you to enjoy success and happiness. That's coming through very clearly. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to enjoy the things that you've accomplished, the things that you're doing. Be proud of yourself. Tell yourself you're proud of yourself. Congratulate yourself. Do something to celebrate yourself. Okay, celebrate some achievements. Celebrate what you've been doing and enjoy it, and tell yourself you're deserving of this celebration. So we have treat your body well. So this is about taking care of your body, taking care of yourself, knowing that you need to exercise, meditate. Maybe some of you need to go to a spa, get a massage. Do something to treat your body well, and continue to have your physical health as an important part of your success. Do something to take care of your body. Maybe you need to do some more self-care. Take a spiritual bath, or do something, get more rest, or again, maybe if you're getting bored with just going to the gym, and maybe try a new exercise routine, something like that. But treat your body well. Teach and share. So this is about like that, what you're learning and what you're doing. It's time to educate and instruct and teach this to others. Some of you are meant to teach others. Whether it's about spirituality or not, it doesn't matter, but you're meant to teach others. You're meant to share your wisdom, share your knowledge. But that's going back to that integration application. You got to integrate what you're learning so you can activate it and share with others. Okay. And then finally, we have spirit guides. So you are very protected. You are highly protected. You are being guided. You have a strong purpose and a strong level of inner guidance. because your inner guidance is connected to your ancestors and your spirit guides. So trust where you're being guided, trust where you are being led, trust this process, trust the journey. And when you are told to do certain things, take the leap of faith and do it, and trust. Don't let fear keep you trapped. Don't think to yourself, no, it's not going to work out. No, that's just negativity, fear, and all of that. Okay, so I just want to, before we end, I just want to say again, Pile 2, you are not dark. You are not, you are not any of those things that you may have told yourself, or, may have kept you feeling less than or not worthy. You are none of those things, none of those stories. It's not true. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. I'm proud of you for showing up for yourself. Continue to do the work. Continue to clear the karma. Continue to heal the wounds in your family, okay? Forgive yourself. Forgive your father. Forgive yourself. Forgive your father. Thank you all so much. Please like the video. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. Share the video. Subscribe. Join the Capital LOVE tribe. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. I hope you're well. Welcome back to the Capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much for all this love. Let's get into it, Pile 3. So we have here, clear your mind, be present, focus, embrace. So this is telling me right now you may have a lot of that. You may have what they call the monkey mind, or a cluttered mind right now. You may be overthinking. You may be having a lot of anxiety. You may have a hard time focusing. Your thoughts may be just kind of going off into all different spaces. There may be like some throat chakra blockages too. Yeah, like some, excuse me, there may be some throat chakra blockages, but you're being asked to be present, to stay focused on what's happening right now. And, even though you may have this very impressive state of consciousness, you may have this just beautiful mind where it could just go in so many different places and ways. You're going to have to exercise your strength and your power in order to stay present, to stay focused in the moment, to stay grounded in what's happening right now in your physical reality, okay? There's more power and more strength and more wisdom to be gained by staying present in the physical reality, staying present in what's happening right now, okay? Embrace. Yes, again, embrace. That's telling me embrace the downloads, embrace the wisdom, embrace what you are unlocking by staying present in the moment, by focusing on what's happening in front of you. Some of you may be feeling a bit burdened right now, or you maybe have a lot on your plate, or you feel like you have a lot going on. And this is, again, that clearing of the mind. Not focusing on what's happening tomorrow, a week from now, a month from now, a year from now. Not focusing on that. Not focusing on what happened a year ago. Not focusing on what happened last week. Focusing on what is happening now. And when you start to really embrace that and embrace it as a gift, you will be able to clear your mind and embrace the gift of the present. Okay, Pile 3, what do you need to know? There's like anxiety, like I dropped half the deck. Wow. Okay, hold on, about that. Okay, so some of you, I'm hearing you're really anxious about like money coming in, or talking to someone about something, or something with your career, your job. And Spirit is saying chill out, okay? Chill out. You're worrying for no reason. You're creating, like, I just heard dis-ease. Right? Disease, but it's dis-ease. You're creating tension in your mind, tension in your body. You're creating stress. Like, you are creating this. Spirit wants you to know that this is what you are doing. And it's because you have to clear your mind. Like, this overthinking, this going down in all these different rabbit holes, and you're creating a lot of stress and a lot of worry and a lot of anxiety. And it's something that's not necessary. Yeah, see, I dropped the deck again. And my hands are not shaking. I just saw this. You're creating something. I'm sorry, y'all. You're creating something out of nothing. 10 of water. 10 of cups. Everything is great. Look at that. The rainbow, the water there. Everything's overflowing. Everything is working out the way it should. You just have to let go and trust. That's what I'm hearing. You got to trust. You have to trust right now. You're being pushed and forced to trust. Okay? All right, so let's get to it. Pile 3. What do you need to know? Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse. We have the Fool. We have 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is for family healing, okay? Family healing, what do you need to know? We have the Chariot. Family healing for pile 3. 7 of Swords. Nine of Cups in reverse. Page of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And we also had an extra card. We have the Sun in reverse. Okay, so 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I have to say a couple of things before we get to the family part. I just want to say that Spirit is telling me to tell you again, stop worrying. Everything is working out the way it should. You're worrying for nothing. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. You're worrying for nothing. You are getting on path. You're getting where you're going, where you're supposed to go. You just need to stop trying to control things, okay? And that's part of the family healing because your family has had a history with controlling things. And controlling things almost to a point of pushing off path here. Pushing into a new direction that is not supposed to go, that things are not supposed to go because of the control. So right now, you really need to focus on getting grounded and really being in the present moment. Yes, you can go outside. Going outside is helpful, but I feel many of you go outside, you get grounded, and then when you go back inside, you're overthinking again. Start embracing your physical reality. Start embracing what's right in front of you. Start embracing and enjoying life. Because there is an unhappiness here that I'm feeling. And for some of you, this could be centered around, okay, I'm getting a few different things, so you take what resonates. If it does not resonate for you, it's okay. Just, take what you feel resonates for you. So I'm getting, there's an unhappiness around children, okay? For some of you, there's this thing about maybe you said when you were like younger, you would never have children, or you were afraid of having children, or it was like, no, I'm never having kids. I don't want kids to grow up in this type of family, or I don't want to be a parent. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that responsibility. And then things started to change for you. Your perspective on parenting and having children may have changed. And then now you do want to have children, and you may be stressing out or feeling like, when is it going to happen? When am I going to have a child? When, for some of you, I'm hearing your family's even asking you, are you going to have more children? Are you going to do this? Or are you going to have children? Things like that. Are you going to get married? And so Spirit is saying, don't let these things stress you out, okay? The family, I'm hearing from many of you, your family, there's some type of fear around children. There's some type of fear around children coming into the family. there's some type of fear around children being safe and healthy, and this is ancestral. Like, there's been many times before where children died, unfortunately, okay, due to like illnesses or, okay, this is going deep. Wow, these readings are deep today. Okay. Wow. Okay. There's been some type, again, this is not for everyone. And this may sound completely far out there, but this is going to click for someone. And even if it's one person, I did what I'm supposed to do. I'm giving this message. There goes this damn noises outside again. Okay. There was some type of sacrifice done generations ago around children in this family. There was like some type of like, then this is like this is way up in your ancestral line for some of you. This is like 6 generations ago, 6, 7, okay, 6, 7, 8. There was some type of like sacrifice around children, some type of ritual done around some of the children in the family, and there was either a sacrifice done or there was some type of curse put on one of your, I'm hearing the mother's side around children. Okay, like some type of like curse or spell, or there was a ritual done that went wrong, that was really dark. It was supposed to be a good thing. Like, you know, the people that were doing the ritual thought that this was of the light. This is something that they were supposed to be doing, but it was really surrounded around darkness, or someone was dark that did this ritual, but the people didn't, the family members did not know. Or there was some type of curse put on children in this family. Like a curse around, like, someone cursed the family. They did a spell or something that cursed the family. Like, you know, when you have children. Because there's been like this history of like children dying. And this has been going on for generations. And it's like unexpected illnesses, unexpected deaths, like stillborns, and like children dying when they're like a few weeks old, or like children dying at the age of like 1 or 2, like very young, tragic deaths. Okay, and it's a lot of it is illnesses. It's not like I'm not getting like killings or anything like that, or car accidents. I'm getting like illnesses, and this is some type of dark energy, dark curse, or something that was done in the past on children that was supposed to affect the children. So it's a lot of fear around children in your family. It's a lot of fear around, will children be able to survive? Will children be able to be healthy? Will children be able to carry on? And this is ancestral. And so you are carrying these fears. Like I said, for some of you, I'm feeling like you may have even said when you were younger, you didn't want to have children, or you know, children, the whole parenting thing, that's not going to be for you. And now things have changed, and it's changed because you are meant to heal that. You are meant to heal. You having a child and bringing in children is going to be of the light, and it's going to heal that wound. But you're going to have to let go of the fears that may be surrounding it. You have subconscious fears around children and being a parent. So you may be having subconscious fears around, again, like, and for some of you, I feel like many of you don't have children yet. So, for example, okay, like when I had my first child, you know, a lot of new parents will say this, where it's like you almost watch your child sleep sometime because you're like, are they still breathing? Are they okay? Is the blanket too much for them? You know, don't put that toy too close to them. You know, things like that. And it's like, you're going to have to like, this is why it's going to be so important for you to really get a hold of this anxiety, because when you do have a child, because I see you having children, you can't be like that helicopter parent, okay? You're going to have to You're going to have to like trust, like, of course, be mindful and like, you know, do things the right way, and don't be like that loose parent, but you don't want to be like that helicopter parent where you're like suffocating your child. So these are going to be fears, that these fears exist. It's fears around children. It's fears around having children. It's fears around like how many children you will have. For some of you, you may be like, I'm only having one or two. And so I'm getting these messages like, you can have as many children as you want, but children will be healing. Children will definitely be healing for, yeah, look at this. Children need to come into this family, and children will be healing for the family. Children are going to take the family to the next level, and these children are going to be very magical. And they're going to be of the light. They're going to clear that darkness out, and they're going to clear those fears out. You know, there was something done. Like I said, there was either like a curse, or there was like a curse, or it's some type of ritual. For many of you, this was like a curse, like some type of, or for some of you, I'm hearing it was like, and look, it's a child here too. Look at this. There was just some type of like, it could have been, like I said, I'm getting like either a ritual, or there was a curse put on the children, or like someone's, you know, did something and someone was like, oh, the next children from I don't know how many generations are going to die. There's a lot of fear around children. It's a lot of fear, and this is subconscious fear. Okay, let's get some more messages. Let's go deeper here. What else do you need to know? Okay, it is time to be vulnerable. Family healing. Always judging me. The mortgage is due. Okay, domestic abuse. Time to forgive. You are just like your mother. Okay, bullying. Who are the dead that you see? Grandmother, cousin. What family member comes to mind right now? Okay, so, and I feel like this is what I said before, that this was on your mother's side of the family, where this is really this like curse or this ritual. This goes back. It's on your mother's side of the family, and it goes back many generations here. This is what I was saying. It's like a lot of generations, and it's a lot attached to this. It's because, okay, it's like whenever these children died, you know, there was, the mothers blamed themselves for the children dying. So this is going to be, again, that family healing. This is going to heal the line. Children need to, again, come into this family, because it's going to heal the family. It's going to bring healing to the family. But some of you may feel like you're being judged by your family. You may be feeling like your mother is judging you, or your family is judging you because you don't have children yet, or the family is judging you, like, when are you going to have children? When are you going to get married, or stuff like that I'm hearing. And so you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to forgive, and you're going to have to understand that it's not to hurt you or to trigger you, but it's about like People want children to come into this family. Okay? Again, this is very subconscious. I don't feel that people in the family talk about this. I don't even feel like people really understand what this energy is that they feel, but they want children to come into the family. I'm hearing that for some of you, there's been a cousin that's been having like abortions, and maybe have had like 5 abortions or something like that. And this person continues to have abortions because they're afraid to be a parent. Okay, they're afraid to be just like their mom, or they're afraid to really go forward with this. There's just like this energy here around children, and it's really heavy. Okay, for some of you, you may feel like you may just be like your mom, and you're afraid of that. You're afraid of like being like your mother. You're afraid of parenting like your mother. And this is where you're going to have to forgive your mother and really reprogram yourself and really tell yourself, no, you're not going to be like that. No, it's not going to be that way. There's a grandmother here coming through that wants to talk to you, that wants to connect with you, that wants to give you some messages. This grandmother knows what I've been talking about with this curse around the children and the family. And this grandmother wants to, it could be a great-great-grandmother, but this grandmother wants to talk to you and really give you some information for healing these wounds, because there's this wounding around children. For some of you, you may be an only child, or you may only have one sibling. For some of you, I'm hearing you had a sibling that died young, okay? And that was scary, and no one really, it was some type of illness again. Like I said, I'm getting for many of you, children die from some type of illness, okay? And it's almost like the child gets this illness, contracts an illness, and then they die not long after, okay? It's time for you to be vulnerable. It's time for you to be vulnerable with yourself. If you do want children, for some of you, you may be on the fence about having children still. You may still be feeling like, I don't even know if I really want to do this. I don't know if I have what it takes to be a mother, a parent. I'm here for some of you, you may go into motherhood, fatherhood by yourself at first. Like, you may go through this process of adoption. You may adopt on your own, and then after you do that, you're going to be connected to a romantic partner that's going to help you with this child. Okay, I'm hearing for some of you, you may do IVF. You may be getting ready to start the IVF journey, and you're afraid of that. You're afraid of how this is going to, are you going to be able to conceive? Are you going to be able to carry this child? For some of you, I'm hearing that you've been having miscarriages, and you're really afraid of, are you going to be able to carry the child full term? And these are the things that you're going to have to start diving into with this family healing, because again, this is a lot of subconscious fears. You're going to have to keep coming back to telling yourself, no, this child will be healthy. No, this child will be successful. No, this child is going to be a bright light. No, this child is, just keep telling yourself this, because these stories of fear are looping in your mind, and you feel like, if you have this child, or if you get pregnant, or you're going through IVF, are you going to have enough eggs? Or, with that process, are you going to be able to conceive and things like that? It's time to be vulnerable with yourself. For some of you, again, you're still not even being honest about wanting a child. You're still like, you see children, you feel that excitement, you feel that passion, but you're like, no, I'm going to be a terrible parent. I don't want to do that. So you're not being honest with yourself. You're not being vulnerable with yourself. But it's time to be vulnerable with yourself. And it's also, for some of you, it's time to be vulnerable with your parent about this whole thing with children, because that may be a healing conversation for you. There's also this energy here, the mortgage is due. So some of you may be stressing again about money or paying bills. there's some like anxiety or stress around that, or feeling like you're not going to have enough money. And again, Spirit is saying everything is working out the way it should. You are safe, you are protected, you are fine. There's nothing to worry about. Some of you may be experiencing some domestic abuse, or you did experience domestic abuse, or you saw your parents in a domestic abusive situation, and so you're healing that as well. Okay, you are healing that as well because you don't want to repeat the same patterns. And this could be again why you decided at a young age, I don't want to have children. For some of you, this could be why, because you saw your mom or your dad in a domestically abusive situation, and you may have said, I don't want to repeat that. I'm not having any children. That's just not going to happen for me. And so again, that's that healing. Like, you're not going to be in that type of relationship. Start telling yourself that you're going to be in a healthy relationship, a healthy situation where you won't deal with that. There will be no abuse. There will be no emotional abuse and things like that. Okay, but again, you're going to have to be vulnerable with yourself. Some of you may be feeling judged by your family, again, around not having children, or maybe again, for some of you who were able to get pregnant, you're having miscarriages, or there's been issues around getting pregnant. Maybe you've had infertility issues and you feel like your family is judging you for that, or constantly questioning you about your journey with getting pregnant or having children. And so you're going to have to forgive those family members as well. You're going to have to forgive them and forgive yourself, because if you've been having miscarriages or you've been having a difficult time getting pregnant, you're going to have to forgive yourself and say that this is not me. Because the more healing you do around that, the more you are able to be successful with pregnancy, successful with bringing the child earthside, successful with the whole journey. Okay, when you release that pain from your womb, because a lot of times as women, we carry that pain within our womb. So if you're feeling like you've had a couple of miscarriages, you may be feeling like you're not worthy. You're not worthy of being a mother, or, you're not worthy of this journey. You're not worthy of getting pregnant, or, every time it happens, something bad happens. You're going to have to reprogram yourself. You're going to have to empower yourself. You're going to have to say, no, I'm going to have a healthy baby. I'm going to have a healthy pregnancy. I'm going to be successful in this. I know I can. I know I will. Things like that. You're going to have to forgive yourself and tell yourself that it's not your fault for the miscarriage. It's not your fault for not being able to get pregnant yet. It's not your fault. And really heal that and release that guilt, because I do feel that there is a lot of shame and guilt around children, motherhood, parenthood, having children. Again, it's like a lot of subconscious energy here. Okay, conscious energy is creating a lot of fear and anxiety. And for some of you, I'm hearing, you've been trying to get pregnant for a while now and you haven't been successful, and you are really holding on to that guilt and shame. And I'm sending you so much love right now, and I'm telling you, please start to forgive yourself. You may even want to do something like write a letter to each baby that you lost, or, write a letter to, if you've been trying for years to get pregnant and you have not been able to get pregnant yet, write a letter to yourself a few years ago. Write a letter to yourself a year ago. Write up these letters to yourself. That may help you to heal and release that part. And when you start to do that and start trusting, everything is going to work out the way it should. Even if this baby comes through adoption, even if this baby comes through a surrogate, doesn't matter how the baby gets to you, you're going to have your baby and you're going to be a parent. Okay, so start letting go. You set the intention and you have the desire, like, yes, I'm going to manifest this baby, but I'm letting go. Maybe I'm not meant to carry the baby. Maybe I'm not meant to. And I'm not saying you may be, I don't know, but release how it's going to happen. Okay, let go of the how, let go of the divine, like when it will happen. Surrender that to divine timing. Let go of all those things. Just say, you know what? I want a baby. I'm going to have a baby. I'm going to have a healthy baby. I want a baby, and it will happen the way it should. And trust this process. Okay, let's see what else. Pile 3. Pile 3, please. Okay, dietary change. Body changes. Leaving. Changing your mind. Okay, let's get one more. Just feel called to get one more. Healing from the past. Okay. And then we have at the bottom of the deck, forgiveness. So again, pile 3, forgiveness is going to be really key here, because forgiveness is going to create that you're going to find freedom in forgiveness. Forgive yourself first and forgive the family. If the family is always asking about children and things like that, you know, they honestly, they probably don't have anything else to talk to you about, number one. And number two, they want children to come. It has nothing to do with trying to be hurtful to you. You know, this family needs children because children will bring in a lot of healing. But it's also like they want children, but and it's sad that they're not considering your feelings. I'm not saying that they're right in this, but I'm just saying, just forgive them, because when you forgive them, you free yourself. You free yourself and you give yourself that freedom, and you're able to see things from a different perspective, okay? And to understand things a bit differently. So really start to practice this forgiveness. Right now, dietary change, changing your diet, changing the things that you eat, taking vitamins. Before, I have 2 daughters. So before I got pregnant with my daughters, I started taking like vitamins that would be helpful for pregnancy. And that was my way of beginning like to create that space and bringing in that energy of, okay, I want to have a baby. So start doing things, you know, you may not be eating healthy and things like that. Start eating healthier. Start thinking in the mindset of like, okay, I want to have a baby. Let me start eating as if I'm pregnant. Start eating according to like what the baby would need, the nutrients. This is you calling it in. This is you welcoming in a baby. The energy is shifting now. Start exercising. Body changes. Maybe you need to start exercising, going for walks, run, yoga, okay, swimming, doing different things like that. Think about in terms of, like I said, if you're trying to get pregnant right now, because some of you are. So start thinking about, if you were newly pregnant, what type of exercise would you do? What would you do to move your body? Start thinking in terms of that, changing your mindset. Start shifting your mindset. And again, start thinking like you're already pregnant. Okay, especially if you're trying to have a baby. But if you're not trying to have a baby yet, you don't have to. But it's just overall changing your mindset. Being in the present, letting go of that anxiety, letting go of the stress, letting go of the worry. Just like, I want a baby, you know, to whatever higher power you resonate with, God, spirit, you know, universe. I want this baby, the Most High. I want this baby. Please give me a baby. And then start changing your mind. I will have a healthy baby. I will be a loving parent. I will be, you know, this and that. Start changing the mindset, and that's going to heal. That's going to heal the wounds from the past. That's going to heal those things that you've dealt with in the past. And like I said, writing a letter to the babies that may have been miscarried, writing a letter to yourself, forgiving yourself, maybe writing a letter to a parent, and telling yourself, you know, you're not going to be like your parents, especially if you had difficulties in childhood. Start telling yourself, you're not going to be like this, you're not going to be like that. Really changing your mindset, pile 3. Okay, so let's get some more messages before we get to your oracles. Okay, I'm just going to keep these. These want to come out. Pile 3, please. Pile 3. Okay, we have root chakra, and then we have heals the family, highly sensitive, highly favored, master manifester, needs to be with a lot of people. This is a spirit baby coming through. I just want to say that to you. This is a spirit baby that I'm feeling. Some messages from a spirit baby. And the spirit baby is like, look, coming in to tell you, hey, you are going to bring me earthside. You're going to have me. But you have to believe this. You have to change your mindset. Let's get a couple more. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go. We have... We have clairaudience, clear hearing. We have lightworker. We have heart chakra, soul growth, level up, calm, peaceful peacemaker, action, the time is now, intuition, 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 and then we have power couple. Okay, so it's mixed messages here. So again, you take what resonates, but some of these are from a spirit baby. I'm getting from a spirit baby for many of you. I'm getting this energy of, this spirit baby, again, the spirit baby is going to heal the family. This baby is going to heal the family. The family needs this healing. The family needs to believe in the miracle of children. The family needs to believe that children can be healthy. Children will thrive. Children will be powerful, healthy, continue the legacy, continue the lineage. Because again, there's so many fears around children because of, those things that happened generations ago. So the baby or the children that you will have will heal the family, heal the root chakra for you as well. Heal that security, that feeling, that not feeling good enough, that not feeling like you are stable, you're not feeling secure. Heal what you feel is home and family life for you. It's going to change the whole game for how you view family in your home life. Okay? You're going to feel like that this is like, you're going to also show yourself, like, for some of you, you never really felt like you've had a home, or you never really felt connected to a home, or felt like you had a family. And this baby is going to just change all of that. It's going to bring that love and that security and that groundedness that you are really yearning for. And it's going to level up your soul growth. You're growing right now. Many of you are growing. Your soul is growing. You're leveling up. You're leveling up. You're transitioning to the next cycle, the next journey, the next chapter in your life right now. This baby will be very highly favored. This baby is already highly favored, but this baby will be very highly favored and highly sensitive. So this baby will be very gifted, very spiritually gifted, psychically gifted, will have a lot of awareness, and again, be highly favored, okay? They may have the ability of clairaudience. This baby may be a light worker as well. This baby is going to heal the heart chakra, your heart chakra and your root chakra, because you're going to feel like you've never been able to love the way you've been able to love with this baby. Okay, this baby is going to teach you a new level of love. We have light worker here. So you may be a light worker as well. Someone who is here to bring the light to the collective, to bring love to the collective, peace and harmony. I feel for many of you, this baby is going to be very calm, very peaceful, a peacemaker type baby. This baby will be, again, the baby or children will be healing to the family, bringing that peace, bringing in that love, making the family believe in miracles again. For some of you, this baby may be very social, may need to be around a lot of people. They may enjoy being around a lot of people. They may enjoy even, performing and being on stage and like making people laugh and talking to people. This baby will be a master manifester, and I feel like you are a master manifester as well. And this is what I'm saying. You can manifest this baby. Change your mindset. Change your beliefs around children. Change your beliefs around the kind of parent that you feel like you're going to be. Change your mindset, and you will bring this baby earthside. Follow your intuition. You have a strong level of intuition here. Follow it. Your intuition is guiding you to telling you what you need to know and what you need to do and how to calm this anxiety down and be more present. When you're more present, you're more connected with your intuition. For some of you, you are in a relationship that's considered a power couple relationship, okay? For some of you who are not in a relationship, you will be in a relationship that will be considered a power couple situation. And power couple, I mean, we know what that is, but it's going to be power couple, in your community or however that looks for you. And action, the time is now. I don't know. Spirit is saying you know what this means to you. So, I mean, this is going to be different for everyone because I can't really tap into this. So Spirit is saying whatever's coming to your mind right now, this is what you need to take action on. You know what it is you need to do. And like I said, again, this is going to be very healing for your heart chakra, for your root chakra. It's going to be healing for the family. It's going to be really beautiful, Pile 3. Change your mindset. You will be an amazing parent. Change your mindset and your beliefs. Okay, let's get your oracles out. We have infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows, Mother Earth. You are called upon to help with environmentalism. Bright future. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. So this is, again, another message about don't worry. Transform and unveil your gifts. Shape shifter. Take note of intuitive messages. Drop your shields. Protection guardian. Family connections, respect, people, kinship. Respect your physical body. Detox, rejuvenate, relax. Find your voice, express yourself, open up, sing out. Okay, so, I'm getting this energy already, Pile 3, that some of you feel like, you need to express yourself. You may need to express yourself with your family. Use your voice, open up. So this is about you trusting in your abilities. I think in the beginning of this reading, I think I did say there's some throat chakra blockages. This is about you using your voice and unblocking your throat chakra. You speaking up for yourself, you being authentic, you not being defensive though, because you are being asked to drop your shield. And so whenever I see this card, I just think about don't be defensive, okay? Don't be defensive. Don't take things personally, but express yourself and open up and listen to whatever people have to say, and be open to the words and the messages that are coming through. It's interesting here how they both have their hand up right here. This is again saying don't worry about what's happening right now. Everything is fine. You see how they both have their hand up? And then she has her other hand, Goddess Lakshmi. That's the hand for receiving. Okay, so just be open. Don't be defensive, but just be open and come with peace. Okay? Be peaceful, be open, be ready to listen. Okay? That's what you're being asked to do. And don't be defensive and don't take things personally. But you are being told you have a bright future. Do not worry. There's nothing to worry about. You worrying and stressing is only creating tension in your body. And you do need to respect your body. You do need to detox. You do need to rejuvenate, relax. For some of you, I'm hearing you do need to take a break. You need to take some time out to just relax, reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your physical body. You may need to get some extra sleep. You may need to get some extra rest. You just need to do something that can really make you feel more relaxed and more like rejuvenated. Like you took that time, you took a break to really like rejuvenate your body, your mental body and your physical body. Okay? You are being called to help with environmentalism. And that could be anything. Right now you could be called to recycle more. Right now you could be called to I don't know, I'm hearing for some of you start like composting or, create a garden, or take up a hobby where you're doing something that involves the environment and like taking care of the environment. For some of you, I'm hearing you may be called to like pick up trash in your community. So this is going to look different, but you are being called to do things to help with Mother Earth. You are also being reminded that you are very abundant. You are supplied for today and your tomorrows. You are a very abundant person. So there's no need to worry about money or your abundance or things like that because you are supplied for. Right now, family connections, respect people, kinship. So respect the people in your family. Again, like I was talking about before, there is that ancestral energy here with the fears and the being able to connect with each other on different things. You are being asked to open up and be open to connecting with your family. Don't be defensive about it. Don't take things personally, but just be open to it and see things from a higher perspective. There is something happening here around the moon energy. Take note of intuitive messages, particularly on the full moon, the next full moon. This is a timeless reading, but the next full moon, you pay attention to the intuitive messages that come through because there's going to be a lot of truth, a lot of intuitive messages that you're going to get, and you're being asked to trust these messages, even if they don't make sense. I just saw 1818. So Google that when this is over. There are some messages here. Trust the messages that are going to be coming through. It's going to be very powerful for you and your healing and your journey. Transform and unveil your gifts. So again, you're being asked to transform. Your soul is leveling up. Trust this process. We have the eagle here and a wolf. You may have those animal totems that are working with you right now, guiding you. But the more you transform, the more new gifts you will unveil. Okay, so trust that as well. And these are ancestral gifts that are coming out. You're going to be surprised at some of the things that you're going to be able to do. But really stop worrying. Pile 3, you are abundant. You are amazing. Stop worrying about money. Stop worrying about your bills. Stop worrying about having children. Stop worrying about getting pregnant. Stop worrying about all these things. Take care of yourself and everything will happen the way it should. Trust your intuition. Trust when you're being told to take action and take that inspired, aligned action that you do it and trust the process and let go of how everything else will work. So if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. You're going to be an amazing parent when you have your child. Trust that as well. Don't believe the stories. You're not going to be like your parents. You're going to be an amazing parent. So trust this. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Please like the video. Please comment below. Share the video. Subscribe. Join the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in the next reading.